Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And even though this house has been stolen by KingDaddyDMAC Daddy King, it does, in fact, originally belong to Hypnotizd, who fashioned it after the first house he had built in his Let's Play series. So, what we're going to come through and do is fix up a lot of the problems it already has. Like, for example, KingDaddyDMAC Daddy, he left a whole bunch of holes in his security thing here. So, bye-bye, broken glass. I used the silk touch on you. Now, you will be made whole. Wholly ironed. Yay. It's already more oppressive. Let's come in here and knock out some more of that stuff. Boom. Boom. We are just on fire today. We jumped right in. Oh, that wasn't, whatever. I mean, I'm going to come rebuild all this stuff later anyway. But anyway, so, we have started off by making this house initially... Whoa. More oppressive. There we go. And somehow I closed the door behind me, even though I don't think there's a trigger for that. Next thing we're going to do is, as you can tell, this roof here is oak wood. We want to replace that with the darker, spookier spruce wood. And that's pretty simple. I think the best way to do it, though, is going to be to start at the top. So we are just going to quickly... Ender Pearl our way up there because it's easier than planting ladders. Ender Pearls have gotten us so lazy on this server, I admit that. But, oh, there's an attic in here. I should hide a body or something up here. I don't know how to do that, but I've got to... Okay, I'm going to hide a body or something up here. This is... Okay, yeah, we'll figure something out. That's awesome. And I think I'll go ahead and remove that melon as well for right now. So, what I was going to do... was to come in here and just wipe out this roof section here and get us some nice fancier... Whoops. Jump down and grab that timber. Oh, dang it, I forgot that I now need to ender pearl all the way back up there because of excellent planning on my part. Okay, so the original roof has these long... I almost want to lay the logs sideways this time. Dang it, of course that's not how you'd lay logs sideways, apparently, in the game now. Is it like... How do you do it? Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to rotate the logs. So that's already... We're kind of mixing things up a little bit. And we're taking some damage. You know, that's cool. That's always fun. Everybody loves Damage Town, starring me, Population Joe. It's also become evident we're going to need a step up here. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and create some stairs in the short term that I can use to get back up so I don't keep dying foolishly in exactly the manner in which I just died foolishly. Because I'm tired of it already. It has... Okay. So, if I look at the upper part of the block... There we go. Upper part of the block is the trick. There we go. Okay, great. So now, laying one over here is going to be a pain, but if I just kind of get it across, and remember, guys, we're going to leave a little hole for right now, and come back to that. Okay, cool. So now I can just wipe this out, and upper part of the block, awesome. Okay, so now, other things we're going to want to do, just to kind of give you a sense of the overall idea here, is we are going to replace these normal fences with the spookier fences. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that oak timber there, because it does give a nice contrast for the darker fences, but we can see about that in time. I'm just going to replace the lower bits, though. Like, I'm thinking I'm definitely going to replace this lower timber, though, with the other kind. Let's see. I've got so many materials on me that I don't have room for the stuff that I need to pick up. So let's quickly just go ahead and store some of this excess over here, and we can come back for that later as we go. We are also going to want to come through here and, you know, just destroy this entire lawn. Like, this lawn, bye, bye, bye. Like, seriously, you are just gone, lawn. This is all going to be mycelium, because that is the spookiest lawn possible. I talked to people about it, and that was what they said. They were like, you need a spooky lawn. It needs to be mycelium. If it's not, it's lame. Stop screwing it up, Joe. Do it right. Make the lawn scary. So, whoa, that's what I'm doing. I'm scarifying the lawn. If this were the Arabian Nights, there would be a scarab all over this thing. So, We are just wiping out more of this grass. Man, my parents would be proud of me knowing I was just cleaning all the grass up, or mowing all the lawns, or whatever. I never really liked mowing the lawn as a child, which is one of the reasons I continue to not want to have a lawn as an adult. Like, it's just not worth it to me. Like, I guess maybe when my yet unborn baby is in fact a born baby, I might feel differently about having a lawn, because it's like, oh, now we can go play outside, whatever, we don't have to go all the way to the park. But I mean, there are parks nearby. It's a city. I can go to a park. So I don't feel so compelled. Like, the Parks and Recreation Department of my fair city of Nashville has not failed so horribly as to warrant me maintaining my own lawn, especially when I don't enjoy lawn maintenance. But, I don't know. Also, Marion likes the idea of having a lawn because she can have a garden then, and I like the idea of Marion being happy, so I might come back to this idea. Okay, so we've already got it more spookified here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of this tree entirely, or if I'm going to replace it with a spooky tree, or what I'm going to do with it, but we can come back to that. So, spookifying this part of the lawn, let's go ahead and lay some netherwort here, and let's lay some nether brick steps in front of here, and I guess along here. We're just going to do those all the way through. Yeah, that'll be a solid decision. And let's see, when does that reach, like, well, let's say until we hit this post. This post will be our line on that. Man, I've just got so many extra materials. Let us dump off, oh, wonderful, I picked up melons, the most useful material when you're trying to spookify someone's house. It's like, oh my goodness, check out how frightening this melon is. I think you'll be spooked out like it was an episode of Spooky-Doo, and I know it's Scooby-Doo, guys. Don't just give me a break. Well, that one didn't go right. Let's go ahead and flip that one on over. So, also, I've been asked to remind you guys that there is now a Hermitcraft subreddit. If you guys don't know what a subreddit is, it's an autonomous community on a news aggregation website called Reddit. Regardless of how you feel about Reddit in general, the idea is that the communities or subreddits are self-moderated by people who are part of a community you do like. So even if you don't like the subreddits about like politics or religion or whatever over there, the Hermitcraft subreddit has literally nothing to do with those people. So that's kind of one of the neat things about Reddit is the self-determination. So if you go to reddit.com/r/hermitcraft, or I guess hermitcraft.reddit.com, you can find out more about what's going on with the Hermitcrafters, like server spookification or whatever else we do. I'm not really up on all that. So, like, presumably people do other stuff besides server spookification, but this is my favorite thing, and we're doing a lot of it right now. That's my decision. I've made up my mind. Oh, dang it, this lawn I think was going to be... This was going to be more of these netherworts, wasn't it? Okay. Wow, these things just take forever to break no matter what you're using, don't they? Flowers, last thing we need. Yeah, get rid of those. Okay. So, I'm thinking I could put the nether brick here like I have on mine. Yeah, that might be okay, but it might be better with just the soul sand all the way over, maybe? So, like, if we just put soul sand, soul sand, soul sand. Yeah, I actually kind of prefer that, because it kind of makes it feel more open here. So we're going to scoop that back up, because we can use it later. Also, we're going to want that and that. Awesome. So, we have sown the seeds of horror in... Oh, no, it's growing! Ah, I'm scared! No, I'm not really. I knew that was going to happen. So, let's continue our quest to make this the most spookiest hypno house that I ever accidentally told King Daddy D-Mac he could steal ever. So we are just going to knock out some more of this. Okay, that is no longer going to be easily grabbable. That's fine. There are plenty of other things I could be disappointed about instead. Man, I really need to get... Inventory management when you're doing big builds like this is just the most frustrating thing, because I need a ton of everything. and I don't want to not carry none of it. So I'm feel like I'm continuously, like I'm trying to carry everything in the world, and I just don't have room for it. But okay, so that goes there. That one goes up there. So like, oh dang it, that's gonna go the wrong way. That's fine, because now we can put that on top of it. And remind me to keep this attic. We are gonna figure out what we're gonna put up here later. But for right now, we are just gonna leave it be. Nope, wrong. Incorrect block placement. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 blocks. Okay. Awesome. So then we just come along here, do a similar thing. Now, I've got to remember to plant torches back on top of this later so stuff doesn't spawn, because people will not be thrilled with me if stuff starts spawning up here and then, you know, terrorizing the rest of the village. Because Halloween's supposed to be like a fun spooky, not like a zombies are actually knocking down my doors spooky. So, yeah, on that note, let's go ahead and just quickly plant some more like torches like so. Great. Okay, so we can just come back through here then and plant these along the way. And if I get, what's the best way to do this? If I stand on top of this block, oh, I can't hold shift because of the way the thing goes, but okay, there we are. Yeah, this is coming together. I'm pretty pleased. So, another row. Luckily, I've collected more than enough logs in advance, so I'm not like, okay guys, let me run over to the log farm and farm some logs so that I can finish this thing that I'm really working hard on. It's like, nope, already got the logs. I was thinking about making a video where I just surveyed, and you guys could see how I like do basic multiplication in order to figure out like how many of the things I need and whatnot. But I realized that that would probably be really boring to you guys because you know the premise of basic multiplication already. And so you don't really need me like showing you how to basically multiply. Because I could be like, okay guys, this is like 8 blocks long and then there's 9 of them. So when you multiply that together, well that's 72. And you can figure that out easily like mentally in your head by multiplying 8 by 10 and then subtracting 8. And then boom, you're there. Like you take 80 and then you subtract the 8 and then boom. You know, that's not as helpful for some of you guys. You guys are probably more educated than a lot of YouTubers, or at least more mathematically minded. Because otherwise you wouldn't be listening to a math guy like me. I'm just kidding, I'm not a math guy. I've only taken, let's see, I guess technically 4 semesters of calculus, but some of those were like, okay, college credits are really weirdly structured, so like sometimes you have to retake math you took in high school and college, or you don't have to, but like it makes sense to. But anyway, so yeah, I took calculus more than once, and you know, that was good because that meant that I could sleep a lot during calculus class the second time I took it. I'm not the best educational role model. You know, I didn't get where I am from education, and well, or in a lot of ways I did, but because I took advantage of the opportunities education offered besides book learning. Because, I mean, not that there's not a lot of great stuff in books, but if you just go to school and just do your homework, you're not going to learn, like, as much as if you're more independently curious. Like, you know, ways that I benefited from education was like, oh, I'm in a classroom. Let me pull every book off the shelves because I'm bored listening to the teacher and read each of them in turn. So, like, I was always reading stuff and learning stuff that was, like, somehow related to the subject at hand, but I wasn't necessarily, you know, I'm a bad example on this. Don't listen to me, okay? I should just stop talking about learning in general and education because, yeah, I'm doing okay, but not because of those decisions. You could argue I'm doing well in spite of my decision-making in terms of education. Okay, so we've got our darker roof on top here. We've got our netherwort lawn. We can go ahead and, let's see. For now, well, I guess I might want to come back and figure out what I'm going to put in the up top here. But, okay, KingDaddyDMAC Daddy, what have you got in here? You've got a bunch of these little crafting benches. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to remove several of these crafting benches. And let's place these in a chest for him. Well, of course, now I can't pick them up. But we'll pick these up so he has them for later. So here are his 3 crafting benches. And I will take back my single arrow that I use. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some creepy blobs on the floor. Woo, spookier already. I hope you're frightened. Okay, so that was a start. Let's see. Let's go ahead and remove these internal fence posts and not break his chests because that's arguably griefing. So 1, 2, 3. Are those on all 4 sides? It does appear so, or at least on these 2. So we can start over here, and voila, I have freed up an inventory slot. Okay, great. I like the contrast of this a lot better because this wood just kind of blends in here. It doesn't really add too much, I fear. So now we're actually like adding something, which is awesome. So, yay, basic addition of things. Wow, that's a chest. Don't want to look in. No. Okay. Cool. So we got the kind of rosy jungle wood on top. Well, I'm thinking we're going to want to fix these posts and replace them with the basic logs. So let's real quickly pull some of those and say boom, boom, boom. Awesome. I should have like a better log breaking onomatopoeia, like, or log placing onomatopoeia, like, what's the reverse of timber? Like, you yell timber when you chop down a tree. Also, this support here should go down into the earth. Like, this support should actually go down to here. Like, that just is going to look better. Okay, right? Because that makes sense to you guys, right? Because then it is, you know, holding the house up. Oh, dang it, I missed that one up at the top there. I didn't realize that one was going to matter. So, let's quickly make something that we can ascend on without wasting too much time. Boom. Time wasted inverted. Place that like so. Now, I'm thinking for these cross beams here, I'm going to want to do the same thing as the other ones where I actually do place them. Whoops. No, not like that. But, there we are. As cross beams. So, back down we go. I love this shovel. It's so good. It is like the best shovel I've ever had in Minecraft. And now, of course, I'm on the ground, which is less than ideal. So let's come back around here and take down that timber from the other side. Oh, as well as this one. Plenty of things to break. Like 90% of... Oh, yeah, and this is another example of, like, you should just have your log... Heck, it should go one deeper, just, you know, in case you decide to expose that later. So you can. Oh, nope, didn't want that. There. Okay, cool. So now we can just hop up here twice. Before that mycelium dies, we are going to want to smack that real easy. And like so. Cool. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so I'm thinking actually this part here should also have a crossbeam. Just for... I think that looks better. Whoa, crazy graphics glitch. I don't know what that's doing. Alright. So, then the question is, do we want to break... Oh, well, actually, certainly before we do anything else, let's go ahead and do the same up front here. Because I'm trying to figure out how best to kind of create an overall thing. Like, you don't want to just do raw substitution. Like, oh, I'm going to replace all of this with this other material. Because then it doesn't always work well. So let's see. Can you trigger... Wow, my voice really got away from me there. Oh, you know what? Actually, we got this side yard here. Let's go ahead and put in another tombstone. Somebody recommended that I put soul sand, 2 squares of soul sand in front, but I think I would actually need 3, or 4, sorry. Let's see how that goes. That almost seems too... Let's see if I do 2 by 3 here. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, we're going to leave that. Unfortunately, there's not room for these, and I don't want to push these back because then they're into the signposts. But, okay, we'll leave that for right now because that's awesome. Let's see. So, going back inside of here, we got our creepy grates. We got... I don't want to mess with the floor too much because he's got his stuff all over the place. I'm thinking, though, that we might benefit slightly from... Let's try a little bit of spruce wood on the outside here. Maybe not right there, because that's actually going to look good with that. But let's try it right here. Is there anything on the inside mounted on here that's going to be a problem? Okay, I don't think so. So we are just going to pop these out real quick. Thank you for not breaking... Oh, this is like old half slabs. Wonderful. Thank you, old half slabs. You operate so bizarrely. Okay. So we're just going to knock this out real quick, doing the same thing. I hope you guys like these building videos, because this is a lot different from what I normally do. Oh, also, I have a new top secret Vetches project coming up that you heard here first, or you saw it on my channel already. So there's also that possibility. So, I'm on the soul sand. That makes me slower. Let's pop back down here real quick. And okay, so if I pull these out, do I still get a good contrast on that front grill there? Oh, I love that magma cube. Okay, yeah, there's actually still some contrast there. That's all right. So I think I might do the same on the back then. I mean, I guess only Cube Hamster and his tree would be able to see it, but I mean, I still want Cube Hamster and his tree to have a good view of all the cool stuff in the spawn village. So I think we leave the rosier wood here for right now. But maybe I need to think of something good to put up here. Maybe what I will do is I will have a creepy picture of... Can I put a creepy picture of soul sand in here? There we go. Creepy picture of souls. That'll hold us over for now. Oh, actually, hold on. Is it better if I remove this grill entirely? Like if I just have this kind of come through? Like, what does that look like from the ground? Oh, I kind of like that, actually. Because you can... Well, do I? It's almost too dark on the inside. I need to add an additional torch, or like glowstone or something. See, if I break this one here, and I slam a glowstone into it, then I come back out here. This is incremental building with me, Joe Hills. Yeah, so now that's a little bit better lit. Of course, the ability to see the sky is throwing it off some. So let's fix that hole real quick. No, I think that's too dark without the additional stuff. I was kind of thinking having it open to the sky would make it more inviting to like, ooh, what's up in that attic? But I think I'm going to pass on... Whoops. Pass on that. Okay, cool. So we have our little picture of the screaming tortured souls. We have... Oh, yeah, the best way to do this is probably not to go from the inside, because everything on the inside is full of chests that I don't want to break and have to deal with the inventory exploding out of. But I can come up here real quick and just kind of knock all this stuff out. No problem. Then just like be like, oh, hey, what do you want? You want blocks? Oh, I got blocks. Let's put some blocks in it. Yeah, blocks. Whoa, that was too many blocks. I have made an error. Okay, so we can just do the same around here. I'm really thinking I don't like this dirt wall here. I think that I'm going to shore this up with soul sand, which is maybe not the best use of my soul sand. But let's, yeah, oh, but that looks so much better. Oh, we're also going to need an additional sideways log on this side, I'm realizing. But that's fine, we can do that. So, additional sideways log. Wow, we are running low on logs, but not so low that we're in panic mode. Cool. So, here we are. Additional soul sand. I wonder what KingDaddyDMAC Daddy Mac is going to say when he sees this. Because like I said, this is technically a stolen house, so I can get away with doing whatever I want as long as I have permission of the actual owner, which is in this case Hypno. But, you know, I think it'll be funny. So, let's see. We are now going to take... No, not brown wool. Do I need to make more of that other wood? Yeah, I think I might. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3. This is really... If I wasn't careful, this would just be a video of me counting quietly to myself. Like, the whole video. Okay, so that covers this side. And so then we're left over here, which I, of course, have not provided myself any reasonable way to get back up to, because that would be far too kind of me to my future self. Past self Joe is often a jerk to future self Joe. And I'm realizing again and again how much of a problem this is, but I also know how little I can do about it. So there's that additionally. So let's just knock out all 12 of these, or however many. I think there's 12. I've been counting, but like not like paying attention when I count. Okay, so this floor is at least rosy, which I think goes better with the whole Halloween theme than like the straight up oak. Okay. Awesome. So I think that we have actually successfully completed this house. I'm not sure I love this tree, but I'm not sure entirely what to do with it. I think I'm going to get rid of that torch, though. Okay, we want to get rid of these blocks. These are just placeholders. And we're going to want to place good mycelium down here. Replace this lame dirt. I mean, I know eventually the mycelium would grow back, but what if King Daddy DMAC Daddy logs in now? You know? I want him to enjoy his new house. Oh, yeah, I got to fix that sign. Okay, I've got my creepy ooze on the floor, mixed in with everything else. I know iron doors are scarier than wooden doors, but they're also way less convenient. So I think the last thing we're going to do is... So, yeah, I stole this house, King Daddy DMAC Daddy. Yeah, that's not going to be what stays up there. What we're going to put up there is we're going to need another block of this. Wow, I have so much stuff on me. Okay, so one more block of those, and we're going to put up a sign that says, yeah, I spookified this house at Joe Hills. Or actually, I'll put my YouTube on here because his viewers might not know who I am. JoeHillsTSD. That stands for Team Snow Day. I got a lot of questions about that. That's me and my friends who make cool stuff. So, I'm going to add some torches like so. Pick up that extra dirt. Okay, I think that really came together. That's definitely a lot more foreboding. And it fits a lot more with the other houses on the block and our little magma cube over here. So, next up, I'm going to be spookifying Generic B's house with Generic B present. He's going to be the Bob Vila to my home again. So, anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep spookifying. Woo! Crane shot. Not really, that was more just a pan. Be the pan, Rufio. You can do it. I should stop talking. Movie's over. Go watch a different thing I made. Bye.